And it's just gotta be you. It's chaos and we're getting playing some NBA 2K22 here on the P4. And we got the 1-game win streak over 1 million BC and counting. These Knicks need to give me a dub. I've been playing with them for a minute and have not got a dub with them. Mitchell Robinson, RJ Barrett, Julius Randle, all these guys, man. That's how he bangs. And I couldn't hang. I looked at you and I looked at the light and I couldn't sing. I couldn't sing, and then I couldn't breathe. I looked at you, you looked at me, and then we had to leave. You're ball sack. You ain't all that. Get your face all cracked with your baseball bat beat. Yo, I'm on Twitch. Official Team K. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. I was just the Celtics. I'm not playing against them. I have played against the Celtics. Paroantic and Luka Doncic. Luka Doncic is out of control. DONCIC. Vlade Divac is Vlade Divac. Vlade Divac is Vlade Divac. He's stupid. He's pulling up. It's like he's stupid. This shit is loopy with no meaning. He's on the ceiling. Nah, I don't want to play against the Caesar. Just play with them. Tomorrow's Friday. I think it was a high day doing it my way. Just another sunny afternoon speeding down the highway. This one is seeing the glare in your eye. You make me ooh, cockamini, ooh, gives a fuck you. We can't pick the same team. Like, Julius Randle's not a Kevin Durant type of athleticism. He's more of like a real mobile power forward. You know, Charles Barkley was really mobile. I definitely compare Julius Randle to him. He's like around the same height. He can push the ball up the court. He's like a young Barkley, Randle. Randall's Grundle and Randall L. Why are you sipping syrup? Well. Alright, whoever we're playing, we're facing up against. Maybe. all day, and some say they ain't productive. Could that depend upon the demon that you're stuck with? Cause right now, that team's not even in the same fucking class. Like, that's a class 3 tier that you gotta beat. And I played some guy last night that was cheating, man. I don't ever call cheaters out on NBA. That guy was cheating for sure, man. Green light every time. Just, there's no way. The Lakers, the Spurs, the Jazz, the Takers, the Givers, the Hornets, the Hawks, the Faders. I got a steel grip. I got a 9 milli full foot glued up with steel clips. Just fucking play the nuts. Nowadays became a trend to snake your homies out cause everybody back though, but everybody black though. I let them catch them used to off the no, I hope I didn't purchase cause every time battle in New York like a scary movie. Can't do no jury duty. Internet and all to the do a different game now. Looks like we're going to Brooklyn. Shame how they blackball Kane, they scratch my name out. I pushed it longer than I expected to get my name hot. They wanna take me out this game like Shikari, Black Illuminati, touch big rabbit, streets need them. I got all of them leeches away from around me. You ain't rich enough to get me hip, go up the bounty, Get some cheese, sing, had them hugging them EMTs. Turn to Stevie Wonder, you ain't seen. Youngers on the Mando, this routine. Delta 88 with a cool knot in my 2 socks. Now I push the goons through the boondocks in the city, my pops. Yo, let's have a good game, bro. GG's to you, homie.
Sports checks in with our loyal viewers with a broadcast from Brooklyn, the home of the Nets, Barclays Center. Welcome, everybody. Glad you decided to spend your Thursday night with us here at 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan, along with Greg Anthony and Brent Berry, our terrific analysts, and David Aldridge is our sideline reporter. Today's game continues this Brooklyn Nets homestand.
And we know these two teams have some history between them. Should make for a fun contest.
Yeah, there's no doubt that the attention to this one is a bit elevated. It's game day, and I'm glad we're here.
And one thing that separates Randall from other guys, his size. That spin move. He can do it off the drive, in the post, now going either direction.
To get open is Robinson. Randall with the bucket. Randall's got his second basket of the night.
Yeah, Randall does a good job. His frame alone helps to create some space. Just with a little pivot there, able to find a way to score.
Now here's Durant. Last time out he had 14 points. And there's the drive. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts. And whirling around the floor, Greg, is there anyone Randall reminds you of?
I mean, they're different players, but Akeem Olajuwon had an unbelievable spin move. Takes a lot of body control, especially for taller guys. But when you do it well, man, it is tough to stop.
Drains the three-pointer.
Kyrie doing a good job of just setting everybody up, making sure there's a great pace and tempo to each possession offensively.
Now here's Rose. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now he averages nearly 12 points a game.
Now their offense is rolling. A perfect start. 4 of 4 so far.
Here is Durant.
3 seconds.
And there's the 3-second call. This one on the defense.
And Kevin, one thing you have to respect about Derrick Rose is that he's never stopped evolving. He's constantly adapting his game to best fit what his team needs.
All right, who's coming onto the court?
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. When you think about how Derrick Rose has changed, Greg, as a player, you see some of that in almost every facet of his game.
And yeah, over the years, he's tuned his shooting and play style in lots of little ways. But what hasn't changed is his talent for setting guys up. He's got a great eye for when and where to drop the dime.
Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Almost at 1K subs on Twitter and Instagram. Follow me.
Your Brooklyn Nets.
Steve Nash.
And as the regular season winds toward the playoffs, Greg, for those teams in the upper half of the standings, how much are they looking at the seeding and their possible opponents?
Well, I don't think most would admit it, but it's human nature to think ahead, trying to map out that route and looking at how it breaks down in the bracket.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And Rose always been one of the best at getting to the line. He has to avoid fouling in those situations.
Let's go.
Rose hits them both.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Irving can't get it to go.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the three.
Pass to Durant. Over Barrett. KD can't get it to go. And it's Barrett penetrates. Oh, that was huge!
And how about RJ getting a little bit fancy with that one as he flushes it home.
And the jam by Kevin Durant.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there and just gets to the rack really easy.
And finished off by Robinson.
A timing play, but it helps to have a leaper like Mitchell Robinson finish it off.
Brown wide open. He fires. Off target with his 3. New York calls timeout.
New York.
We're getting the first look of the season at the Nets in this one.
And we saw how competitive and entertaining the season series was between these two terrific teams last year.
Yeah, people who saw this game got their money's worth, and it was fitting that they split the season series, given the enormous talent level on both sides.
All right, look who's coming onto the court. Come on, get loud for your Brooklyn Nets.
Stamped for defense.
Checking in for the Knicks.
And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Pass to Randall. Back to Burks. Here's Randall. He's guarded by Johnson. Just 4 to shoot. New York needs to get off a shot. Barrett, no good. Nets trailed by 5. Here's Curry. Here he goes. Nice D from Fournier. And the latest wrinkle in Seth Curry's game, creating for others with consistency.
And he's taking time with his reads, letting the defense commit, then making his move. All part of that maturation process.
And so it's Brooklyn with it. The Knicks making the shot. There's 47 seconds left to play here in the first. Pass to Brown. Here's Curry with the 3. That shot off. And New York will come the other way. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
When they ran the offense right, they found some easy shots, but on that occasion, it was few and far between.
Yeah, lots of ups and downs. One good possession, 2 bad ones, 1 good one. They could never get on a steady run and play some solid offense.
New York calls timeout.
2 times. Timeout. New York. Who wants a t-shirt?
Shoot two.
And he can't get the first one.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. The Knicks leading by 6. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Rose looking around. There's the lob to the hoop. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Curry fires from way outside. Oh, we've seen some great shots in the first quarter. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
Fellas, they're passing the ball the way you're supposed to here in this first half.
Another part of the game tonight where they've been effective is to get points in the paint.
3-second violation.
And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And so it's KD with it. He brings up the ball for the Nets. They trail by 6. Defeated by the Hornets in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
His second personal.
Well, in that one, you could pretty much see the writing on the wall. Their performance was lackluster at best.
Yeah, and they didn't get, like, blown out in that game, but it felt deflating, and it felt like they got crushed. They could not get anything going, no matter who they had out on the court.
Durant just inside the line. Lays it up off the glass. Durant's got 8 points.
Crazy long strides there for KD. Once he gets by you on the drive, see you later.
First team foul. Substitutions for your Nets. De'Ron Sharp. Cameron Thomas.
Here's Randall. 8 points for him. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
The kick out to Dragic. Let's keep it alive. The 3 from KD. They get it back. Six to shoot. Pulled the shot a little up, but the bounce goes his way. KD's got 4 points this quarter.
Well, Kevin Durant, over the past couple seasons, has been in the top 5 as the best mid-range shooters in the league.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long?
I find it really interesting to talk to KD about his origins. Says every memory he had growing up involved basketball. Skip prom and stuff like that. He was just focused on the game.
Now Kevin Durant following the miss by Evan Fournier from deep. Nets passing it around. Kevin Durant again from deep. He's got 15.
Seemed to be laying in the weeds there in the first quarter, but now we're seeing him come out, put all the cards on the table, ramp it up.
Pass to Fournier. Back in, coming off an assist from Randall.
Nice shot, Fournier.
Fournier's got 6.
Next, timeout.
And Durant.
Let's go.
Grew up in a tough environment. We all know that. Basketball, Greg, was the
Second
only
three
way
he
out.
took to take the
As
lead
it
back.
has been for so many NBA players, you feel bad for guys with great talent who get derailed along the way. It takes so much hard work and discipline and luck just to have a chance at making it.
Nice game. Great performance by Julius Randle.
And he has absolutely worn them out in the paint. They need to come up with a plan to limit his touches in the interior.
a switch here. So it's Brooklyn now, trailing by 2. Irving double team. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And there's the call on Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, and there's the call on Kyrie Irving.
That's his second foul, but not the end of the world. One more before halftime, though. That would change some things.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Thank you for the baton, Kevin. Kyrie Irving, of course, marches to the beat of his own drum. At times, that might rub people the wrong way, but Kyrie says, I've learned lessons from it. That's the most beautiful and exciting part, just the growth. What I'm saying is, it's always been bigger than the game for me. And guys, you have to respect his willingness to go it alone.
You do indeed, D.A. Thank you for that portrait. Now, here is Irving. Following the miss by Derrick Rose. Shoots over Toppin. Got a piece of it. And he gets it back.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical. I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Irving can't hit.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Johnson outside. Shoots from 12. Irving for 3. Another miss by Irving.
Maybe a time to rest him right now. Just give him a bit of a breather. Try to help him get back on track.
New York calls timeout.
Substitutions for your Knicks. LaMarcus Aldridge. Seth Curry. Timeout. New York. Bang. Your Brooklyn Nets.
Both teams are siding.
You want a free t-shirt? Go to chaos.com. You can get petsovernight.com.
Change it up. 43 seconds left now here in the second. Pass to Reddish.
Yeah, looking up at the scoreboard, guys, that's his third foul, and his coach has to consider now sitting him down.
The Knicks shooting their third and fourth free throw shots of the night.
Such a versatile forward that can defend and shoot and score. Reddish's game has future all-star written all over it.
Is he going to quit? He's gonna
That'll be a 5-second call.
Violation. New York ball.
35 seconds left to play here in the second quarter.
Sometimes Reddish might defer too often, and maybe sometimes that's true, but also give him credit for being unselfish.
Here's Irving. And the Nets miss again. Pass to quickly. Now here's Randall. Now Reddish. Fournier gets a wide open look. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Here's Irving. No good again that time. Good if it goes. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for it. And so it's the New York Knicks holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Nets trail by 8. They double team KD. Lets the three fly. Robinson pulls it in.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay. Always a solid rebounder. Mitchell has shown the ability to dominate the backboard for stretches.
And I think what it comes down to for Mitchell Robinson is consistency of effort. It's not the production. It's not points and rebounds and all that kind of stuff. It's just consistent effort for him, and the numbers will come.
Robinson with it. He's picked up by Drummond.
And that's some athleticism on display as Cam Reddish gets to the rim.
KD looking around. Curry on the wing. Latrey. Second chance shot. Robinson with the block.
Hard to score when Robinson's down there being a factor. Might be time for the coaching staff to bust out a play for him to get going. 0 for 4 to start the half.
Trains it from beyond the arc. Fournier's got 9.
Well, part of their game plan was to block out the noise and just stay focused.
Always a good sign of maturity and steps forward when you can take this kind of effort, focus, and concentration on the road to get a win.
We're giving t-shirts.
Time call here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. And given Robinson's upside coming out of college, it was a little bit of a surprise that he fell to the second round.
And he's more of a classic big that won't stretch the floor. You're not going to run the offense through him, but boy, you can teach size and athleticism. And that's what he brings to the party.
Your Brooklyn Nets.
They quit. That's a 2-game win streak. Finally got to win with the Knicks. With the Knicks. So, yeah, with the Knicks. All right. 2 more wins we need. Yeah. Where's Damian Lillard? Is he injured? We're going with the Hornets. We'll be back.